Good afternoon. My name is Jamie Bunting, and I will be doing my mock interview video. The first question is going to be tell me about yourself. My name is Jamie. I'm 25 years old. I've been in the workforce since I was 14. I'm currently a student at Missouri State University. I'm currently in my freshman year. My major is going to be general business. I'm going to go for a PhD currently on the bachelor's part still. Um, and I love blue. That's my favorite color. I work at Amazon full time. I've been with Amazon almost 4 years now. Come this November, it's a warehouse industry job, and it's just something I love doing. I am in leadership as well within the company. I just got promoted, so that's just a little bit about me. Tell me about your education. What is relevant to this position? My education, I'm going to Missouri State University for general business. I've always been interested in management and leadership and just the overall business industry. So I decided that it was time to go back to school and pursue a career within business. So that's what I'm currently studying right now. I'm still in my first year, but I'm taking extra credits to get ahead so I can graduate early, so I can start my master's early, get that done, and then go for my PhD. Hopefully by 2031, hopefully at the latest is when I'll start my PhD. Hopefully, I graduated from Liberty North High School in 2019. I passed with a 3.9 cumulative. And that's just a little bit about my education. It's relevant to this position, especially with my college, because again, like I want to go into management and leadership, like that type of field and workforce. That's something I've been good at, even when I was working at McDonald's. When I was younger, I've always been into the leadership aspect of things and just the workforce and just being involved in like managing people while meeting standards and being safe with whatever job I've been at. So just I just love being a leader, and that's just why I want to be in business because I want to own my own business as well. So that's just kind of how this ties into this position. How do you handle stress? We all get stressed. For me, I personally have to sometimes just take a breath and just tell myself it's going to be okay, regardless of how bad the situation is, or how big, or how small. Because again, not everyone's going to have a perfect day. We're going to have those days where it's too much, or we're going to have those days where it's dragging and it's stressing us out, And sometimes I'm just like, okay, it's going to be okay. I just got to get through this, and then it'll all be over soon. It's not going to be like this every day. So that's just kind of what I tell myself in my head, so I won't stress out so much when it comes to the jobs and everything. So and just overall life. So just taking that deep breath and just telling yourself it's going to be okay. That's pretty much how I handle stress. Tell me about a conflict and how you handled it. I had a couple of associates on my other job when I was a general manager. It was two managers. They were always going back and forth on who did what on what shift and who didn't do what on on this shift. Just kind of just point at each other and not really taking accountability as managers. So I had to have a meeting with both of them because this was just a conflict that was ongoing. And I'm just like, okay, you both are managers. We need to take some accountability on our shifts, no matter who's running it or who's picking up after who. I had a meeting with them, and the goal pretty much was to see why they were bickering back and forth with who's doing this and who's not doing this, and et cetera, X, Y, and Z. And then pretty much they were just like, oh yeah, well, this person didn't do the counts at the end of the night, or this person didn't do inventory, or this person didn't stock this, or this person didn't, put this back where it's supposed to go, whatever. So I'm like, okay, guys, we need to make sure we are taking accountability as managers. Pretty much what I did was I held both of them accountable, and I'm like, you guys are managers. You guys need to understand that as managers, we're not going to have perfect shifts. But if we forget something and it's on our shift, we need to take accountability and just be like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Next time I'll double check X, Y, and Z, and I'll get back to you, or I'll fill you in. It's just about communication and teamwork. And they were able to come together eventually in due time as a result and work together and be good managers. Their closings and openings were better. So just engaging with your team and just really trying to find the solution and or the problem and come out with a positive impact. That's what leadership is all about. So that's just how I handled the situation. I was able to get them to come to an agreement, as managers and be able to take accountability for their shifts and own their shifts, you know. So that's just, a conflict I handled. I have a lot more than that. What can I bring to this company? I can definitely bring happiness, just fun, humor, a good time. I can make history. I can hit numbers. I may not hit numbers every time, but I will put in my all to make sure I do the best I can as a leader to hit those numbers while handling standard of work as well. Making sure I'm engaging with my associates and my leadership. I also can bring just positive impacts on the company with just even by just simple engagement with associates. They may go above and beyond and write nice reviews about me, and I may get noticed by the CEO of the company. That's just something I bring to the company. I just bring positive impacts. I bring just positivity in general. I'm always happy. I'm always smiling. People love to be around me. So as a leader, I feel like, since people would like to be around me or they'll like me as a leader, they'll, want to work for me more and want to help the company and work more. So that's just a little something I can bring to the company. But I really appreciate this interview and for you to take the time to interview me. Hope you have an amazing day. And if there's any tips you have as a leader or as an interviewer, please make sure you email me.